Welcome back to a new video, Lesson 4. Remember, when you are doing your exercises, don't forget to click on this button to stop the video. And once you finish answering, click on play to restart the video. Let's start our tasks together. Last time I have given you homework, so it was about writing a public statement. I asked you to use the exercises that we have dealt with, task 1, 2, and 3, and the grammar points that we have seen. I hope that you have done it. So this is a sample about a public statement. Read it and try to get some information from it. Now let's move to our first task of this lesson. Task 1. Look at the picture below and answer the following questions. Question 1. What does it represent? 2. Would you accept to buy copies, imitations of products such as medicines? Why or why not? 3. Where do you think is the difference between genuine and counterfeit products? 4. Can you name some of the counterfeit products currently available on the Algerian market? 5. Is it right or wrong to imitate products? Justify your answers. Take time to think about the answers and then we meet again to correct together. Answer 1. The picture shows genuine and counterfeit sport shoes. Answer 2. No, because they could kill us. Or because they are harmful. And I know that right now you are giving me more than one answer. 3. The difference is in quality, price, safety, etc. 4. We have imitations of many brands here in Algeria. Let's name some of them. Nike, Adidas shoes and clothes, bags, watches, mobile phones, etc. Answer 5. I think it's wrong to imitate products because imitations are of a poor quality. They are not safe, illegal, dishonest practices. I know that you have a lot to say about this topic, but now it's time to go to task 2. Task 2. Consider the example below and answer the following questions. The sentence: fake products are cheap. Consequently, people prefer to buy them. Question 1. Underline the main and subordinate clause. Just a small remark. Here we are dealing with a complex sentence. Question 2. What does the underline connector in red express? 3. Do you know any other connectors that express the same function? Take time to think about it as usual and then we come back to check your answers. Remember, anytime you want to have a look on your copybook or book, do not hesitate. Please do. Time for checking answers. Fake products are cheap, consequently people prefer to buy them. Answer to question 1 is fake products are cheap. This is considered as the main clause. People prefer to buy them. This is considered as subordinate clause, and the link word in red expresses result. Other connectors that express result. I can hear you listing for me the connectors. That's true. We can replace it by so, as a consequence, as a result, so adjective that, and such noun phrase that. You have done a great job. Let's now move to the coming exercise. Task 3. Consider the example below and do the following task. Example: fake products are cheap. Consequently, people prefer to buy them. 1. Rewrite the sentence replacing consequently with A. So adjective that, B. Such noun phrase that. Think of the exercise a little bit and then we come back to answer together. Check your answer. Answer 1. Fake products are so cheap that people prefer to buy them. B. Fake products are of such a low price that people prefer to buy them. Reminder, we use so that when we have adjectives, and we use such that when we have noun phrase. You have done very well. Let's go and see the next task. Task 4. Supply so that or such that in the following sentences. In front of you here you have 4 sentences. Read them carefully and remember, we use so that with adjectives and such that with noun phrase. Good luck doing the exercise. Let's check answers. Sentence 1. The trade in counterfeits has such a negative impact on business that many companies have launched advertisement campaigns against counterfeiting. Sentence 2. Brands are so expensive that many consumers with low incomes buy counterfeits to satisfy their needs. See here, a negative impact on business is a noun phrase. Expensive is an adjective. Let's move to sentence 3. Health and safety risks associated with counterfeit medicines are so high that something must be done to eradicate their manufacture and sales. 4. Fake products have such bad effects that people must refrain from buying them. See here again, high is an adjective, so for this reason we have used with it so that, and bad effects is a noun phrase. This is why we have used such that. I'm so proud of you. You made it. Let's move now to the coming exercise. Task 5. Link the pairs of sentences below using so that or such that. I give you time as usual to think about it and we will come back to check answers together. Let's check answers together. Sentence 1. Traffickers are so clever that they easily convince their victims to accept their offers. Sentence 2. Counterfeit goods are so well imitated that they look like the genuine ones. Sentence 3. Cyber criminals use such a large number of malware that they easily gain access to their victims' personal information. Last but not least, sentence 4. There has been such heavy pressure from trademark owners that public authorities have to withdraw counterfeit products from the market. I'm really amazed with the work that you are doing. Let's go to task 6. Task 6. Rewrite sentence B so that it means the same as sentence A. You have in front of you here 8 sentences. Try to read them carefully and do the exercise so that at the end we will know what lesson we are tackling here. I count on you. Take time thinking about that and then we come back to correct as usual. Let's answer together. Sentence 1. Counterfeiters deceive consumers. Now we have made kind of inversion. We have started with the object. So I guess here you know what we are dealing with. Yes, that's true. We are dealing with passive active voice. Thank you very much. And as usual, hats off for you. Sentence 1. Counterfeiters deceive consumers. B. As you can see here, we have started by the object, so there is kind of inversion. Thus, we are dealing with active-passive voices, aren't we? Let's start with sentence 1. Consumers are deceived by counterfeiters. Sentence 2. They are corrupting all officials. All officials are being corrupted. Sentence 3. The policeman was bribed by the gangs. B. The gangs bribed the policeman. 4. Some products have been imitated by the company. B. The company has imitated some products. 5. Civil servants may take money from servants. B. Money may be taken from servants by civil servants. 6. Governments will give some help to the citizens. B. Some help will be given to citizens by the government. 7. A number of artworks are forged and sold as genuine by traffickers. B. Traffickers forge and sell a number of artworks as genuine. 8. Children of all ages were being smuggled by the drug traffickers. B. The drug trafficker was smuggling children of all ages. Now let's go to draw the rule together. Active sentences are composed of subject, verb, and object. When we want to turn a sentence from the active voice to the passive voice, the first thing that we have to do is to make an inversion. So the subject is going to become an agent and the object is going to be the subject. Now we come to the conjugation of the verbs. When having the verb of the active sentence into the present simple, as you have here, the trafficker crosses the river. It's going to be the river is crossed by the trafficker. Present simple, passive. When the verb is into the past simple, the trafficker crossed the river. The verb in the passive sentence is going to be the river was crossed by the trafficker. It's past simple, passive. Present continuous. The trafficker is crossing the river. In the passive voice, it's going to be the river is being crossed by the trafficker. Past continuous. The trafficker was crossing the river. In the passive sentence, it's going to be the river was being crossed by the trafficker. Present perfect. The trafficker has crossed the river. In the passive sentence, it's going to be the river has been crossed by the trafficker. Past perfect, the trafficker had crossed the river. Passive sentence, it's going to be the river had been crossed by the trafficker. Future, the trafficker will cross the river. Passive sentence, the river will be crossed by the trafficker. Future, passive. The use of modals must, can, could, would, may, etc. The trafficker must cross the river. In the passive sentence, it's going to be the river must be crossed by the trafficker. There is a very simple rule that you have to follow in order to change a sentence from active voice to passive voice. When you want to turn a sentence from active to passive voice, all what you have to do is to use the rule auxiliary to be in the tense of the original verb that we have plus the past participle. So that's all about the rule. Let's now move to the coming task. Task 7. What does each sentence express? Read the sentence carefully and try to tell me what do they express. I give you time as usual to think about it and then we come back to answer together. Time for answers now. How can we express advice? Great job! We should fight corruption. The modal verb should expresses advice. Consumers must not buy counterfeit medicines. Yes, this is prohibition because we have the modal verb must not. Necessity or obligation. Companies have to respect the business code of ethics. 3. The authorities must punish the offenders. Must expresses obligation. Last but not least, today buyers and sellers do not have to deal face to face with one another. This is lack of obligation because we have the modal verb not have to. Thank you very much. Let's move now to the coming exercise. Task 8. Give suitable advice according to the following cases using the expressions or modals between brackets. Read the sentence carefully and try to answer. Let's check answers. Sentence 1. People are still buying fake products. How shall we give a piece of advice in here? People ought not buy fake products. Sentence 2. Corruption is rising in developing countries. Developing countries had better fight or stop corruption. Sentence 3. Your friend is selling counterfeit products. You had better not sell counterfeit products. 4. Students are not taught ethics in school. Schools should teach ethics to students. 5. Bribery is spreading fast in our society. Our society should not allow bribery. You made it. I'm so proud of you. Now let's move to task 9. Task 9. Classify the following words in the table below. All what you have to do here is to classify the words according to their grammatical function. Think about it a little bit and then we come back to answer together. Let's see your answers. We start with the first word, product. Product is a noun. Goods, it's a noun. Forge, it's a verb. Defraud, it's a verb. Consumer is a noun. Purchase is a verb. Counterfeit is a noun. Honest is an adjective. Steal is a verb. Copy is a verb. Imitation is a noun. Fraud is a noun. Cruel is an adjective. Imitate is a verb. Reduce is a verb. Moral is a noun. Imitation is a noun. Theft is a noun. Responsible is a noun. Corrupt is a verb. Hospitable is an adjective. Legal is an adjective. Corrupt can be considered as an adjective as well. Copy is a noun. Moral, it's considered as an adjective as well. And counterfeit is a verb as it can be considered as an adjective. Counterfeit is a verb as it can be considered as an adjective as well. Nice job. Let's move to task 10. Task 10. Form nouns from the following adjectives by adding appropriate suffixes. Take time to do the exercise and then come back to check answers together. Check your answers. The adjective honest. The noun is honesty. Authentic, authenticity. Moral, morality. Cruel, cruelty. Legal, legality. Responsible, responsibility. Brutal, brutality. Loyal, loyalty. Criminal, criminality. Major, majority. Penal, penalty. I am so proud of you. Let's move to Task 11. Task 11. Fill in the gaps with 5 words from the list below. As you can see here, you are given a list of words and a short passage. Choose 5 of these words and put them in the blanks so that we get a coherent passage at the end. Take time to do that. After that, we will check answers together. Let's check answers. Companies and organizations could be targets of criminal activity, so the use of the code of ethics is necessary. The field of ethics addresses morality, responsibility, decisions, and actions taken by any company or organization. Therefore, the managers of companies should be loyal and honest to build trust with their customers. Well done. Let's move to task 12. Task 12. Form the opposite of each word by adding the appropriate prefix from the list below. Take time to think about it and then come back to check your answers. Check your answers. Word 1. Intended, unintended. Moral, immoral. Legal, illegal. Certain, uncertain. Fair, unfair. Legitimate, illegitimate. Appear, disappear. Conscious, unconscious. Honest, dishonest. Approve, disapprove. Responsible, irresponsible. Agree, disagree. Acceptable, unacceptable. Helpful, unhelpful. Obedient, disobedient. Perfect, imperfect. Important, unimportant. Great job! Now let's go and see what is next. Homework 1. Put the opposites you found in task 12 in the following puzzle to find the hidden message. Think about it, it's a fun task. Now, homework 2. Use the following outline and notes to write an opinion article. Outline. Some people argue that counterfeiting benefits consumers by giving them access to lower priced goods. This is a totally mistaken claim. Use this sentence as an introduction and then you go to the development in which you are going to note 4 reasons. Reason 1: imitations are of a poor quality and they do not last long. Secondly, Reason 2: fake medicines kill people. Thirdly, Reason 3: piracy kills creativity, innovation. Fourthly, Reason 4: giving a bad reputation to the country, and you are allowed to add any details you want to. And at the end, we have to conclude with our opinion article. I was really amazed with the work that you have done today. See you in the coming video.
شكرا على المشاهدة. لا تنسوا الاشتراك في القناة، الضغط على الجرس، الإعجاب بالفيديو.